I'm going to explain how we can do the marks processing. Once the mid exam is completed, we need to download the Google Sheet in Excel format and do some steps which I will be explaining now. First, let me go to Google Drive. As we all know, we go to 9 dots and Google Drive. On the Google Drive, we can locate the responses of our students. I choose the responses of my students, which was conducted as a trial test for 12 marks. So this is the Google form. I go to responses, and after responses, I select the green plus. If I select the green plus, Google Sheet is open. Google Sheet is open. Now I want to download this onto my desktop. So what are the steps? File, download. Here it is, MS Excel. So the Google Sheet has to be downloaded on the drive on my computer as an Excel sheet. So go to file, download Microsoft Excel. Now it is asking the location. I select the desktop and I say save. Once I download this, I can locate the Excel sheet here. This is the downloaded format, right? So now I can do some processing. For example, I don't need these two columns. I don't need timestamp and email address. So in Excel, the basic rule is anything you don't like, select the column. How do I select the column? A, B, C, D, all these are column names. I want to select A, click at A. You don't want it, delete. On the keyboard, you can say delete button. Similarly, I don't want B, click at B, delete. Now I have score, section, name of the student, register number. I don't want all these responses to be carried. Select all this. How do I select multiple columns? The same rule. If you click at the column, one column is selected. If you go on, if you keep the mouse pressed and move, click and drag, all the columns are selected. Delete everything. Now all the responses are also deleted. I want to keep the register number as the first column. What is the rule? Select the column. How do I select? Click at the column heading, right click on the mouse, right click, cut. Once I cut, the whole column F has cut. Now I want to paste here, same rule, go to column heading, right click, paste. So this is the paste option. Here simply I paste it. So previously the register number which was in column F has come to column A. In case you are interested to keep the section also here, you can keep, otherwise you can remove this also. What is the rule? Click at the column heading, right click, mouse right click, cut, go to column B, right click at the mouse and paste. So this also has come here. Now I don't want the name of the student. In case you are interested, you can keep. So column heading, right click, delete it. I don't want this. If you want to shift to some other place, cut and paste, otherwise delete it. So now my sheet is ready. Still I can make some more processing. What I do, previously the numbers are left justified. I want to make it to the right. So select, make the justifications. Wherever you want, you can move. Now I have the column A full of register numbers. Section is there. I can also read. So take the cursor to the gap, click and drag. The space is decreased. I don't want register number 6 digit. That is, I don't want. So click at the cell and select what you don't want and delete it. So now it looks like register number, section, score. Score also, I want to reduce the column bits. So this is how I process, I get the sheet. Now what I want is the score would have been for 30 marks because we were asked to take 30 questions, each question 1 mark, 30 mark. Now this has to be reduced to 15 marks. So I type like mid 1 within bracket 15 marks. And I take the cursor to the next one. I can also type now itself. This is for oral test, and here it is total. Right? So how do I get 15 marks from 30 marks? The exam actual score was 30. Of course, this is a trial test. It is there for 12. Forget about it. This score would have been for 30 marks. Now, how do I reduce to 15 marks? The thumb rule is click at the cell. Any formula must begin with equal symbol. And what do I want? The score is in C2. Click at C2. What do you want? Off of that means 30 by 2. That will become 15 marks. That is the score for 15 marks. Actually, this student has scored 2 marks and off of it is only 1 mark. This is how you can get the marks. Now, I want to copy this to all the other cells. There is one thing called fill handle. How do I identify the fill handle? Now the cursor looks like a plus symbol. Now I take the cursor here, the symbol changes. Now you can notice that the symbol changes. When the symbol changes, this is called fill handle. Click this and drag. Click this and drag till the end of it. Now what happened? For all the students, whatever is the original score, off of this is taken. Original score is for 30 marks. Now off of it, which means for 15 marks. The score has come for 15 marks. Right? Afterwards, we can also sort them. How do I arrange them in ascending order? Because this is the order in which the student submitted his response. Now it will be nice to keep them in ascending order. Select the whole thing. Whenever we do sorting, you should select the whole thing. How do I select? Go to this place, click. Now the whole sheet is selected. Or you want to select the columns, you can also select this column. Of course, this part, nothing is there. Even if you select, nothing will happen. So two methods, click here or click all the columns. Right. Now, where is sorting? Sorting is here in the data menu. Data and sort. What is the column on which I want sorting? I want to sort according to register number. Register number. Then I say OK. Now all the numbers are arranged according to the ascending order. NCM 2, NCM 3, NCM 4, like that. According to the ascending order, the score sheet is ready. Now we conduct oral test. Maybe this I want to make it still smarter, and I go to all the menu related to alignments are in home tab. Go to home and select this. Now it is arranged. Select this and click this. Now this is also arranged in this order. Now I conduct oral test for 5 marks. Maybe I give 5 marks, 4 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks, 4 marks, like that. But this cannot be copied because this may change from student to student. NCM 2 got 5 marks, NCM 3 got 4, NCM 4 got 3. So this may be after completing our oral test. Now I want the total for 20. So this is the total. The total is for 20. What is the formula? Yes, you would have guessed. Any formula must begin with equal symbol and sum of these two. So you can even click directly, that is D2 plus symbol. Plus you can type from keyboard and E2, then enter. So 5 out of 15, 5 out of 5. This oral test is for 5. Yeah. Then total is 20. How do I get? Equal to this plus E2 enter. Now total marks are available. Same rule. Click and drag, or you can simply double click. Once you double click, for all the students, total marks will be available. Of course, here I have not entered the marks. After completing the oral test, I can enter the marks 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 0, whatever it is. So whatever it is. Now for example, here it is 4 and the total shows as 4. Once I give 5 marks for oral test, the total will become 9. So this column will be updated automatically. So this is how we can prepare the score sheet. This I can save, and you can, if you want, you can even give some more details like subject, physics, semester, whatever the detail we write on the mark sheet, we can give prepared by. So these kind of data will help the controller's office in case if they want some clarification later. I suggest we can even give phone number. This may be useful for controller's office, so that in case of any problem, they can immediately call. So department, I think we should also keep the department. So all whatever you feel like relevant, title of the paper, all these we can type. Maybe subject physics, third semester, prepared by perhaps HOD's name, phone number for ready reference, Department of Physics, and title of the paper is Wave Optics. In case if we feel any other data, we can also give. So all these I want to give in a different font, or you can even make it a different color. And now that want to increase the column, you can also increase the column. If you feel red is not so good, you can also change it. So all these options, with all these options, mark sheet would be ready. Now I can post this mark sheet to the controller's office. So it will have register number section as a reference. What is the original score and reduced score? The formula is equal to C2 by 2, and oral test will have different numbers according to the student, and total marks is equal to D2 plus E2. D2 is mid-semester for MCQ test for 15 marks. E2 is the oral test. Total will be sum of these two, D2 plus D2. So only we use two formulae. One is equal to C2 by 2, equal to C2 by 2. And another formula is equal to D2 plus E2. I also leave the Excel sheet in case you have any doubts. You can also refer the Excel sheet for ready reference. Maybe I will also explain that. So these are the steps we used. To download the sheet, we go to view your responses in a sheet, that is green plus. First time it will ask for creating a sheet and create, and we have to download. How to download? This is from Google Sheet downloading. File, download, Microsoft Excel. Now the Google Sheet will be downloaded on the desktop or documents or some other area of your computer. To remove column, very simple. Double click at Excel sheet, click at the column header, that is A, B, C, D, right click, delete. right click, delete. Means mouse, you have click and right click. Two buttons are there. The mouse right click button to be pressed and then delete. So to remove a column, go to the header, right click, delete. How do I sort? Sorting means arranging according to the register number. Select the column in columns in the sheet. Actually, whole sheet is preferable. Whole sheet has to be selected. Data sort. Choose the column on which sorting has to be done. For example, register number, and then say sort button. Once I sort, now all the rows are arranged according to the register number. This is to explain about making the score to 15. The test was conducted for 30. I want to reduce the score to 15. Very simple. Insert a new column for score, and this heading we give marks for 15, marks out of 15. Type this at the cell D2. I assume column D, and in the second row D2, the formula for reducing is equal to C2 by 2. Now the marks are available for 15. Sometimes the marks will look like 15 by 15 or 7 by 15. If you don't like, you can also change the format. The format has to be changed to number. This is another step. So in case if you want to change the format, you can also use this format cells number and number. Making the marks to 15 is explained. Now click at the first cell D2. Fill handle will appear. Fill handle is the plus symbol. Double click at fill handle to copy the formula to all other cells. Now you insert a new column, and it is for oral test, and the next column for total 15. What is the formula for finding the total of oral test and mid-semester? Any formula must begin with equal symbol followed by cell addresses. This is the rule. Thank you.